Hello friends, welcome back. Today we'll explore one more micro niche associated with the gaming niche. A couple of weeks back I created a video related to gaming niche and I explained the specific very unique process that you need to follow to pick up the keywords rather than just blindly going ahead with that particular niche. So if you have not yet watched that video, please go ahead and check it out. So this is one more subtopic of the niche, gaming niche. This is a micro niche under gaming segment, looking very profitable, very attractive. So let's get into the details. The micro niche that I am going to talk today about is gaming motherboard, specifically about one product line. So let's look at the data points related to this particular keyword. And you can see the volumes are only 14K, but don't go by that, because so lot of the products associated with motherboards may not have the combination of these keywords. So for example, if you are using, let's say, AMD motherboard, or maybe some other, see, if you can see here, right? So a lot of motherboards, so gigabyte motherboard, there is no gaming word here. That's why you need to, when you look for the ideas, you will get lot of combinations. So straight away the volumes are basically looking good. Let's do our let's apply our 5-factor validation, typically the way we do for any other micro niche. The first validation is difficulty or competition. So we want to verify if there are enough number of keywords with low difficulty or low competition. That's what we want to verify. So you can see a label, something called KD here. KD stands for keyword difficulty. Lesser is always better. So for the newbie, I always suggest go with the keyword difficulty less than 20. Apply this particular filter and check it out how many keywords will appear for associated with this particular micro niche. You can see about 3600. This is a good volume, good enough number of keywords with low difficulty less than 20. And considering the fact that this is so narrowed, we are talking about only motherboards, gaming motherboards alone, as the one product line alone, right? One component basically. Still looking at the volumes, the number of keywords with low difficulty, looking very attractive. So the first validation is through. Let's look at the second validation. Second validation is search volume. So you can find one more label, something called volume here, and as well as here. Volumes are nothing but number of times any of these keywords have been searched on an average per month. For example, Z390 motherboard is searched for about 10K times. Micro ATX motherboard is being searched for about a 9.4K times. Now, typically how I normally validate is, if all the keywords appearing on the first page are having about a 1000 or above, I consider it as a good micro niche. Now if you see here, all the keywords about 800 or above, not too low, this is decent basically, if not exceptionally high. So we can consider this as a positive case. The reason is the cost of these gaming motherboards is very high. It is not low at all. It runs into hundreds of dollars. So considering that fact, this looks very attractive search volume. So second validation is also true. Third validation is critical for a single product items or single components. Scope for content. What it means is, if you start a blog tomorrow on this particular micro niche, can you write enough number of posts to really make the blog successful? The thumb rule is, I normally pick micro niche or I advise micro niche if I see a scope to write minimum of 100 articles. I had a doubt on this particular validation for this micro niche, because we are talking about one component, just one component in PC. I thought I was not very sure if we will be able to get enough number of topics. So how we normally validate is, we already filtered the keywords based on the difficulty with less than 20. Let's apply one more filter with volume 500. So now this combination of the filters will give you the results of basically the list of keywords with the difficulty less than 20 and the volumes more than 500. To my surprise, you have 300 plus keywords. And keep in mind, there will be lot of keywords which may not be having the gaming word, and probably motherboard may also be spelled as mother space board, or basically motherboards, there will be lot of alternate words also you will be able to discover as and when you do the analysis. Without that, with straight away using this particular keyword and associated ideas itself, if it is giving a 300 plus keywords, this is looking very good. That means you should be able to easily publish about a 300 plus articles if you pick this particular, even the ultra micro niche as well. So that means the third validation is also true. The fourth validation, very critical, very important. Do we have any reference site with low domain rating still performing very well built on this particular micro niche? So I found one site. Here it is, thebestgamingmotherboards.com. So let's pick the site and look at the data points related to this particular site, and then see how it is looking like. So let me key in the domain here, and then let's see how the search volumes and the keywords associated with this particular domain are looking like. The one important attribute that I normally look for whenever I validate any of these reference site is domain rating, DR. You can see a label DR. DR stands for domain rating. So we should always look for the low DR sites as a reference, because if you start a new site tomorrow, your DR is going to be 0. And as and when it becomes a branded established site, DR is going to become increase. For example, if you take the established sites like CNN or maybe Google or Facebook, these kind of sites will have a DR of above 90 or near 100. So if any low DR site is ranking well, performing well, it is basically because of the quality of the content, primarily because of the quality of the content. That gives you enough confidence and conviction that if you can produce high quality content, you can also make your site successful. Now DR is 2.5, very low, very good, attractive. And then second data point is organic keywords. Organic keywords is nothing but how many different search terms for which this particular site is appearing in search engines organically. Nearly 10k plus, looking very good. And then third attribute is organic traffic. So how many number of visitors visiting this particular website on an average per month through search engines organically? 11.5k. All data points are looking very good. So that means we found a reference site with a high positive data points that validates that this particular micro niche is looking very good. And the last validation is earning potential. So we also want to verify how is the earning potential, because we start to create these blogs to make some money. If we create the blog on this particular micro niche, does this micro niche has enough potential to earn money? So now if you see here the traffic value, there is a label called traffic value. Traffic value is nothing but the amount this blog can earn on an average per month if it properly gets monetized, considering the keywords for which it is ranking, considering the traffic it is attracting. If this site is properly monetized, this site has a potential to earn about a 5k US dollars. That looks attractive. If I normally advise you to take a very conservative approach, just consider 10% of the traffic value shown here. Even if you consider 10%, it is a 500 US dollars. Now here is the surprising element. When I looked at the number of pages for this particular website, it is actually published about only 25, right? Now if you publish about 100 pieces of content after doing a thorough analysis and research, you apply a 4 times factor to this traffic value. So that means about 20k would be the traffic value. So you can make about a 2000 US dollars, which is a very attractive money. That's why if you have any interest in the gaming niche and looking for a good micro niche, this looks to be one of the strong candidate, right? So go ahead and start. You see, one word of advice here, one strong, you may consider it as a advice or suggestion, whatever it is. See, don't go and do any kind of a copy paste of kind of activities, because I found that a lot of people take the shortcut. That is not going to help you to really become successful. See, get inspired with all these things, do your own analysis. Why I'm telling explicitly this is, I got couple of mails from some of the subscribers asking to review their site. Within 15 minutes, I made out that 50% of the content is duplicate. I immediately replied, there was no point in writing this kind of a content, no point in writing this kind of a blog. So this, see, there is money, there is a passive income, there is a good money in blogging, but condition is you need to invest hard effort, you need to spend your quality time, and you need to give enough time for show enough patience to for your blog to rank, and then you will be able to make the money. If you just pick up from somebody else content and then go and publish it, see, it is not going to help you. Maybe randomly for one of the blog or one of the article for one of the site you may see some success because of various other reasons, but that's you from the long term point of view cannot be successful, and that's not an ethical way of doing it. You will face challenges at some point or other, you will not learn much. I don't think you will really be successful in your journey if you follow that kind of an approach. So I strongly advise, I suggest, spend time, put invest hard work, results will follow, it's a matter of time. Take all these things as basically the motivational points, and believe, to get a conviction and belief that this is one of the way to make the money online. Just for that sake, consider all these things and pick up whichever micro niche you like, and then do the analysis. I am clearly showing you the process in the videos, what kind of a process you need to follow to really identify the keywords, and then analyze the difficulty and all those things. Follow that process. There are thousands of keywords are available for every micro niche if you are really serious about investing hard work, because Google itself says there are about a 20% of new searches every day. So you need not to go and copy somebody's blog and then publish anything. Don't do that at all. Please don't do that. Go and sincerely, genuinely invest your effort, and I'm sure at a matter of time success will follow. You will enjoy it a lot. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you like the content. Thank you very much for your time once again. Bye.